Hey, how's everybody doing? Welcome back to Ask That Podcast here on YouTube. How have I not reviewed this? I've had this movie since as soon as it hit on me. This is the first of the actual Jersey stuff from Smith that I did not get to see in the theaters. From Clerks all the way to Clerks 2, I saw every one of them in the theater. Even Mallrats, which was a son of a bitch. We drove to Pensacola, Florida to see that. Go through the rundown real quick. See, Clerks saw in Biloxi, Mississippi at the Second Run Theater. Mallrats was in Pensacola. Chasing Amy Dogma were in Beaumont, Texas. Clerks 2 was, Jay and Silent Bob Strikes Back was in Port Arthur, Texas, and so was Clerks 2, and then this, and then Clerks 3. Clerks 3 only played in my area for like a week. I just didn't get a chance. This, I don't even know if it played around here. And what is this? This is Jay and Silent Bob Reboot. To get to Hollywood, they got to take the high road. And so, just look here, we got Justice from the old. They brought back a pile of the old cast, added some new people. There's Brody. There's Kevin Smith's daughter. And that's my biggest issue with this. His daughter is not a really good actress. She can do small parts, I'll give her that, but she's almost a lead in this, and it's kind of like, she's not as bad as her mother. Her mother, oh man. She's got a scene in this that's just like, puts the movie at a halt. It's just like, oh, come on, Smith. We get it. You cast your wife in movies. That's cool. Don't give her such big parts. At least they as bad as Clerks 2. Clerks 2, man. That and the dance scene when they're all dancing in the parks are like the only two bad parts of that film for me. But plot is real simple. Jay and Bob are running an illegal weed store out of a closed down chicken place called Cock Smokers. And they get busted. A lawyer shows up and tells them, hey, I'm your lawyer, I'll get you all signed these papers. They don't read them, they don't realize they signed away the rights to their names and likenesses to whoever made, it's Saban, the Power Rangers company, which gets mentioned like twice early on in the film. The rights to them, they're going to make a new Blunt Man and Chronic movie, and they can't even call themselves Jay and Silent Bob anymore. So they decide, just like in the first, then Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back, that they're going to go stop the production. They're going to film a big scene of the movie at Chronic Con. And this time, instead of Ben Affleck explaining it to them, it's Brody. And on the way, they end up seeing, what is her? Shannon Elizabeth. She's a weather lady. Where's the back? Oh, still got a little plastic on it. And they go meet up with her. Jay finds out he's got a daughter, Millennium Falcon, Millie, who is Smith's daughter. And this girl's like her best friend. She can't speak. She's deaf and mute. And these other two girls are all going to the little Chinese girl here. They're all going to Chronic Con because that's what she's always wanted to do. So they're all going to sneak her over there. And they got this convoluted plan. They get Bob and Jay to pay for an Uber for a good ways. And when they're picking up the other two girls, they went on a pedophile website. Got a pedophile with a van to beat them in the middle of the woods in this area. And they their plan is they're going to beat the fuck out of him and steal his van. But Jay ends up beating him up. They end up in the van. There's all kinds of shit. There's a scene where Bob and Jay get so high they hallucinate, think they're hanging out with Method Man and Red Man. It's just goofy. It's as goofy as Jay and Bob Strikes Back, which until this came out, Jay and Bob Strikes Back was my second least, like not the very worst in the entire run for me, but like right above the worst. And it wasn't bad. This now takes that spot and knocks Jay and Bob Strikes Back up a little bit. It's just not. After Clerks 2 being the capper, I did not like this was the next film in the run. This just was not neat. I get it. He was making a comment on reboots and remakes and all this stuff. I'm like, yeah, I get that. And, you just lost all this weight, almost died. I get all that. But it just, I don't know, it didn't. I've only seen this thing 3 times. I just watched it again the other day. As it is. Man, I hate these eco cases. It's not horrible. It's interesting. I mean, it's... There's a lot of inside jokes. The thing I don't get is how did they use Matt Damon as Loki from Dogma in this when I know he does not own Dogma? Dogma and the Clerks cartoon are like the only things from all this that like Smith either doesn't own or doesn't have the rights to use characters from, as far as I know. Because Dogma's out of print. The DVD's been out of print. Both the DVD's been out of print for a long time because there was a solo release that like everybody, for years, it was in the $5 bin at Walmart. It was easy to find. It's like, wow, they're selling this. The same store that would not sell the Beavis and Butthead Experience CD. Back in the day, is selling Dogma and I Spit on Your Grave and They got albums with the parental warning sticker. They don't give a fuck now. It makes money. And then the Blu-ray, that went out of print quick. That thing, I got a buddy of mine that's constantly trying to buy mine. I'm like, no, you ain't getting it. I'll sell you my DVD, maybe. Because I don't have the 2-disc DVD. I have the single. No, wait a minute. I do have the 2-disc. It's just not on the shelf. I was thinking my Kevin Smith show. It's not on there. I know who's got that one. That's the one's got all the extras with the commentary where when Smith says Disney, they bleep it out. Anyway, says Disney. I think Ben Affleck says, fuck Disney one time. But this is one of those where it's like, nah, thumbs up, nah, thumbs up. Kind of thumbs in the middle. And it's worth watching. And it's cheap now. I think it's like $5 everywhere. Okay, that's what it's worth. It's definitely not, Smith's made worse films. Oh, and my least favorite of the Jersey Trio is Chasing Amy. I get what he's going for with the film. I don't mind it, but it fits in to me, it doesn't feel like it's as much part of the thing besides that it happens in Jersey. Like, the characters, like Banky's so different from Brody. I don't know. It's hard to explain. So, I'm out, everybody. Hope you enjoyed that. But if you did, give me a thumbs up. There's a piece of glitter on Bob's face. Give me a thumbs up. Leave a comment, subscribe, all the other bullshit. Talk to everybody later. Bye-bye.